start with the session. So these were the key components when we are talking about learning knowledge management. Knowledge has to be managed because if an organization does not have a knowledge management system, then he cannot think about a task force or team members or workforce with good knowledge. Then this is a diagrammatic representation of systematic training design, how we can conduct systematic training for employees. This is the diagram which is showing you that what you have to do and what steps should you follow if you want to have a systematic training session for your employee. In this, point number 1 shows conducting need assessment. In this, what we have to do, we have to go for organization analysis, we have to go for person analysis, we have to go for task analysis, because first of all, organization has to be analyzed, then we find out the need for training, then persons or employees have to be analyzed, then we find the need for training, then the particular task for which we want to train our employee should also be assessed, because assessment here plays a very crucial role. Because if the assessment has been done very well, then the exact objective or the exact purpose which we found out for training will be really worthful, will be really helpful. But if you does not do the same, then it will be troublesome. So to avoid such problematic conditions, what we have to do is we have to conduct need assessment session first, which will include organizational analysis, personal analysis, task analysis. Point 2, ensuring employees' readiness for training. Attitude and motivation, basic skills. How much your employees are ready to, accept those training sessions. How much they are ready to, attend those sessions. Because many times it happens that employees are not ready to go for training sessions because they found them very, boredom or boring, and they don't want to add on anything new into their knowledge or into their working style. So they avoid and they don't want to adapt changes. Point 3, creating a learning environment. Now, this is the responsibility of the organization itself, that you have to create a learning environment in the organization so that your employees will be ready to learn willingly. They will be ready to learn willingly, and you don't have to do this task forcefully. You don't have to pressurize them or force them for learning. They will be themselves ready, and their attitude will be showing that showing the readiness which is making them to learn. So this is the third point, under which we have to consider many points. Learning objectives must be there. Employees must be given particular objectives, particular learning objectives, that why we are making you learn these things. Meaningful material, proper material should be provided to them. Practice sets should be provided to them. Feedback should be taken. Or we can say feedback sessions should be conducted. Community of learning, modeling, program administration. So these are the basic 7 points which should be considered or kept into mind while you are designing any learning program. Because making learn for the employee is really very tough. Is really very tough. No employee want to learn. They avoid training sessions. They avoid learning sessions. What they want, they simply want that let them do what they are doing and how they are doing. They don't want to update themselves. They don't want to upgrade themselves. So point 4, ensuring transfer of training. Yes, it is very important. Only conducting training sessions doesn't mean that your training is successful. No. You have to ensure that training has been transferred from the instructor to the employee. It has been transferred from the person who is training them to the person who are being trained. Because if sessions have been organized, if training programs have been organized, but the trainees are not learning anything, then they are useless. They are worthless. You have just wasted your money. You have just wasted your time and energy. But no results have been derived. So this is very important on the part of our HRM or organization, that to ensure transfer of training. Point 5, developing an evaluation plan. Evaluation plan means that how the training will be evaluated, that whether it was fruitful, it was profitable or not. You have to develop a proper plan. And if you are having, if you are able to develop a good, strong plan, then you will be able to evaluate your training sessions very well. This is what you have to do. And for this, you have to identify learning outcomes. What are the learning outcomes of your training? Choose evaluation design. How you will be evaluating, which design you will be following. Plan cost benefit analysis. The plan and the cost involved and the benefit derived. The relationship between cost and benefit. If you have invested the money, whether you have derived the same percentage of benefit or not. Because if you have invested but you have not derived the same percentage of money, it means that, the money has been wasted. The investment which has been done by you is wasted. So, to avoid such conditions, to avoid such circumstances, what you have to do, you have to go for cost benefit analysis study, where you will come to know about that what is the cost involved and what is the benefit derived. Point 6, selecting training method. Now, point 6 says you have to select which type of methods for training you want to adopt, whether you want to go for traditional methods or you want to go for e-learning. Traditional methods means that you have to hire some instructor from outside, and that instructor will be coming to the organization and he will be training your employees. E-learning means electronic learning, where you does not require instructor at your place. Video conference can be used, or we can have online sessions, or we can ask the employee to go through online chapters, lessons available. This is e-learning. And last and important, monitoring and evaluating the program. You have to monitor the complete training program, because if monitoring is not done with full attention or properly, then the program will not be successful. The program can be a flop show. So, monitoring and evaluating of the program should be done very well. Conduct evaluation, make changes, improve the program. Now, the last 3 points are, you have to conduct evaluation for the training. If you like, make changes to improve the program next time. Because if you will be not evaluating, if you will be not giving any attention towards monitoring and evaluating, then again you will be facing the same problem, and every time whenever you will be conducting training sessions, your money and time will be totally wasted. So, to avoid, what we have to do, we have to prepare a clear-cut monitoring and evaluating program for the training. So, now this is AD. This is, a small model of training programs which you are creating. Analyze, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. Analyze the circumstances, why you need training sessions, prepare properly a training program or training sessions for the employees, develop the training session, implementation, implement the training program or sessions, and schedule, and evaluation. Evaluation means monitor and evaluate the whole training program, so that you will be coming to know about whether you are able to achieve your objectives or not. So in this manner, it is a small model which is telling us about our training sessions, how we should select, how we should choose, and how we should prepare and evaluate our training sessions. Then these are the important questions. Why is it important to systematically design training? These can be the important questions asked from you. What are the limitations of the ISD and AGDI models? What should you do in practice? So now these are the 3 questions which are very important, and you all should prepare them, because these questions can be asked regarding training programs from you. So you all have to prepare these questions so that you can answer them. Now, in this topic, these were the questions.